super excited. Got my 5-finger. I'm part of the crab babe. 5-finger freak show.
Are you gonna do it like that? Talk to me?
Yeah, of course I am. Let's talk.
So, this is episode 1, officially, of
FIDM Madness.
the FIDM Diaries. That is Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising in downtown Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. So tell us,
How about I just talk to you?
well, talk to me, but tell the viewers.
Tell you are my viewer about my wonderful day, my escapade.
So why don't you tell us
Why I look like a mess right now? A hot zombie
how
mess.
the past, how many hours would it be? It'd be, when did you get up yesterday?
I don't know because we've been traveling, so I don't even know.
Oh, yes, no, we haven't been traveling. Yesterday was Tuesday.
I don't know, like 6,
Okay, so 6 o'clock. It is now 10 o'clock at night, so that's 24, 36, 46 hours. 46 hours.
Well, if it was midnight. I don't know, I can't even do math, I can't think right now.
No, 12 to 10 is 10 hours.
Whatever. You get my point.
22. Whatever, like 46 hours. A couple hours away from being 40. You've been up for 46 hours. Tell us why you were up for 46 hours.
Because it's been a nightmare trying to create my bustier lining. Well, it's my whole bustier. I had to create all 3 lines plus the patterns plus everything else, and it's been a frantic mess. Looks beautiful on the outside. My lining turned out like crap because I started panicking since I started running late for school.
If people want to see your bustier, because you don't have it here because it's sitting in class, right?
Getting graded, yes.
Getting graded.
It's probably graded by now.
Okay, but if people want to see it, it may show up on another video, but also
I'm trying to wear it.
it'll be on your Instagram too pretty soon, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And your Instagram is the same thing as your YouTube channel, which is Life Unglamorous.
Yes.
So this bustier,
Took forever.
why did it take forever?
Because I was gone to freaking Arizona shooting an independent.
Yeah, but that's regardless of that. Like, why?
That was a 3-day trip.
Yeah, but why so many hours? I mean, it
So
still
many
took,
hours.
you know.
Well, because it's 3 layers. It's 3 layers plus measurements have to be precise. There was boning that needed to be added into the mid layer. And then crafting the design for the outside. Plus, originally, it took a long time just to drape this stupid thing.
Right, drape it. So that's, how many hours did you spend prior to the 46 hours?
Oh my gosh, I couldn't even tell you. To put my tape on there.
Take a guess.
Well, I also have to do sketches on it too.
Right, so let's combine all the time you spent on just one piece for one class.
Probably at least, very, very least, 7 days if you were to take it in a row.
7 days in a row?
Yeah, because I had to sew each individual piece, and then when I did the fit, you have to readjust it.
Yeah.
And then I ended up doing too much boning the wrong way, so I had to take out some of the boning, and then I had to add more boning in. And then draping, even just to do my style tape, because I had a very specific design based off of the sketches that I made. I wanted it to be very precise and have a very particular look to it, so just doing the taping for the drape probably took like a good 3 hours all on its own. Yeah.
And what kind of grade do you think you're going to get on this project?
Well, I would say for the first 2 layers, I'd probably get I'd be surprised if I didn't get an A. My seam allowances are a little bit janky when it comes to what I stitched because there was a lot of embellishments already on the outside. So I think that I would probably get an A on the top 2 layers. The lining layer, fail. It was such a failure. I had to admit defeat today.
But
I wanted to cry.
But you can fix it, right?
Yes, I'm going to fix it post-mortem.
So you think you're going to get an A? Well, we'll have to follow up and see what kind of grades you actually get.
Yeah, I started panicking and I freaked out, and then I just cut it without actually really putting the pattern I laid the pattern on, and then I started pinning, and I'm like, I don't have time for this, and it's like super slick material because it's satin. It's like nice silky satin.
And is it true that you punched said machine?
Yeah, I punched it twice.
How many times did you punch it?
Twice. And then also, it was starting to get crazy on me. Like, it was freezing up. It always seems like, and it could just be like user error due to the fact that like I'm so stressed out that I can't think clearly. But it always seems like, for whatever reason, when I'm like panicked, that it actually starts freezing up on me.
And your sewing machine is an Innovis for...
It's the Disney version.
It's a Disney version of the Innovis
embroidery one.
4000D. Yeah, it's got the old Disney logo. So you punched the machine. The machine survived, though. That's good news, right?
It forgave me, I think, and I forgave it, even though it bit me.
And then and then you're in class 2 full days, so you had a full day class, but you were late to class.
Yeah, because the stupid... Okay, so I just cut the satin pieces without like actually pinning them, which was a big mistake to begin with, and I knew it was, but I had like 15 minutes to get to class, which also meant that I had to like get ready for class, and I had to cut it and try to sew the stupid lining on. And it dawned on me that I didn't need as many pieces. I could have just made it less pieces for the lining, but I just had to hurry up and cut. And I knew it was a precision cut, but I just was tired because I just slept all night, and I was just sewing, and then I started panicking, and then I freaked out and just started cutting, and then I sewed it really quick, and it definitely didn't fit. And because of that, it threw my whole pattern off, because then it started bending the boning weird, because like when you do the lining, you're supposed to like sew it face to face and flip it, whatever I could, but because I had huge chunks of outside pieces and the tool and stuff, I couldn't do it to all the pieces. So then I had to like try to stitch over it, and then when I stitched over it, then it would get caught and stuff, because even though I thought I cleared it, it didn't. And then because it was so thick, like I had to kind of like push it through the machine a little bit harder, which meant that my stitches became really tiny and small, because it just like kind of like did a huge jerking thing. So to even pull the stinking, stitches that I had to remove, like it got caught on my interfacing, my tool, like it was ruining my material. It was a nightmare. And so I should have just either walked away and left it without the lining, or I should have just taken the time, because I ended up missing class anyway. I ended up missing up until lunchtime. I should have just taken my time and just done it.
Did you get in trouble for missing class?
Yeah. But I don't know, like I might get graded down a little bit for it being late. But at this point in time, I admitted defeat. I'm okay.
So, just so we can get a reference point here, because it's been a while since you posted on YouTube, you are how far along in school now?
I am going on over 5 months.
5 months.
Mm-hmm.
5 months.
I have a 15-month program.
15 months.
Then I might go into men's fashion.
So we have 10 months at least to follow you.
And then men's fashion.
Through this process. So for people interested in subscribing, they're going to get 10 months of daily diary videos.
I don't know about necessarily daily, but
close to it?
Yeah, you're going to get plenty of diary. You'll get to know what it's like to be at FIDM before you're here, which I kind of wish that someone did for me, because it was very, what's the word I'm looking for? For like a better term, it was very eye-opening.
So, about 10 months ago, we're going to keep this consistent and post videos, so people should subscribe. They should follow you on Instagram, right?
Yes.
And on, I guess you're on Twitter, but you're probably not using that too much.
Facebook and Twitter I'm not using as much as I probably should, but it's just because it's so crazy. So if you're planning on going to FIDM, you have to consider the fact that for every hour you're in school, average 5 to 6 hours out of school.
That's real, right?
Yes.
For every hour, so it's like 6 to 1.
And I already have a degree in a very hands-on program. So for me to be able to say that it's like I was able to like overtake classes at that other program, even though I wish I didn't, because I kind of gypped myself. You can't do that. I mean, you can, but I wouldn't recommend it. At this school, it's very hands-on, and you want to like actually like do good. And that's part of the problem too. I'm such a perfectionist when it comes to stuff like that, because I got so excited and overzealous about my project.
Well, isn't that probably most people that are in this school? Aren't most people trying?
Yes, but the thing is that like I get passionate about every single piece. So for example, if they're telling me that I can use my own materials instead of the ugly muslin that you drape stuff with, or that you use for sample pieces, you better believe I'm going to use different pieces. Like for example, my tulle skirt, which I'll have to show you guys later about that that piece too. I'll talk about that later. Because again, that was an overzealous circle skirt that should have taken probably
What-
like 2 hours to create. But I
Well-
decided to put tulle with it.
Just so we
Lots of
can
tulle.
wrap this one up.
Yes.
What are you going to be working on in the coming days? Isn't school going to be over?
So there's 3 more weeks until break, and then there's a 2-week break.
Oh, 3 more weeks of class until break?
Mhm.
Okay.
So right now I am working on a beautiful jersey net, asymmetrical wrap dress that I draped most of it today. I still have the back to drape, but I already have the top of the back draped. I just need to finish the skirt, which I already know what I'm going to do. And then I have my own design for pattern making, which will consist of a full outfit. And then, you know, stuff like that. Then I have like, you know, like sketches and
If people want to ask you questions about FIDM or being at FIDM or being in LA, where is the best place to ask you questions?
YouTube or Instagram.
YouTube
I
or
mean
Instagram?
technically, Facebook too, but I'm not on Facebook enough or Twitter enough.
So Instagram
for sure.
Or right here on YouTube.
YouTube for sure.
So
I
YouTube
don't know
and
why
Instagram.
I love YouTube. I don't even know why I love YouTube so much.
Okay.
But
Well-
I will answer any questions just because the fact that I'm very blunt and I'm very honest, and if you don't want to know the honest truth, then don't ask me. But like I will give it how it is, especially when it comes to FIDM.
Okay. Well, that's the FIDM Diaries episode 1 with Magdalena Bucher, aka Life
There's-
Unglamorous.
Plenty of stories. I have stories to tell.
Alright?
TBC.
See you next time.